Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We're seeing a new change in policing in America. Some cities are hiring private security in place of traditional law enforcement officers. Now, the demand for private officers has been growing in Minneapolis for a few years now. According to Minneapolis's Board of Private Detective and Protective Agent Service, the city's private providers grew from 14 in 2019 up to 27 in 2021. Are communities just as safe or worse off? We're here to talk about that tonight. Smokey Phillips of the Afro-American Deputies League, Personal Protection Officer Marcus Walker, and Constable Herschel Walker from Waller County. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored. So I kind of know what you're going to say about private security.
But you called me Walker that time. That's all right.
Smith. So I know what you're going to say when it comes to private security protecting the community. What are your thoughts in replacing law enforcement officers?
First of all, in the state of Texas, they don't have no arresting power. You know, so we depend on a lot of the security.
Let's say they did.
If they did, it'd be, if we could work together, it'd be a whole lot thing. You know,
what would be your concern, though, as a law enforcement officer and constable?
Well, the training, some of the training that we do that they don't, a lot of the training they don't do, you know, so it's a different in the training. So I would be concerned, but at the same time, there are things that they can do that can help us in a lot of situations, like the clubs, when they do the searching and things of that magnitude. If we work together, I think it can work together. I think it can work, you know, because security, they do good jobs in certain situations, and there are certain things they can't do. It's just that simple.
Mr. Walker, being with private security, would you agree with that? There are certain things that you can and cannot do good.
Absolutely. I do agree that there are certain things that we can and we cannot do, but I also think that we could definitely work together. I look at personal protection as a layer just before they actually get there, so I'm not trying to take the place of a police officer, but if there are certain things that are going on in the city and they can't respond quickly, I can be there.
Smokey Phillips with the Afro-Americans Deputy League. Tell us your position on this.
My position is this.
As a seasoned veteran law enforcement officer.
I'm just a servant. In Texas, there are 79,900 plus police officers. In security, there are approximately 91,100 security officers in the state of Texas.
Outnumbered law enforcement.
There are more security officers in Texas than it is in probably 47 states. I think California is more, in New York City, of course. But the security officers have more protection on private property than the officers. They have more power on private property versus the police officer, because they're police officers. We are government workers versus someone in private security like Marcus, who works for a company or works for a private individual. So, but the whole thing in a nutshell is all a crime prevention situation, like Marcus said earlier, that it all helps prevent crime. I'm glad to see security officers at some places, like Constable mentioned, at clubs, that ties off. It doesn't tie the officer up to have to go there and do calls for service there.
Would it change things if these private security officers were hired by a municipality, a government? Then are they held to the same constraints that you guys are?
Constitutionally, the security officer has more power on private property than what we have. When I say we, peace officers, we can't go challenge someone who's walking on that property, whereas a security officer can, because we are bounded by constitutional law and the constitutional rights of that person.
So if a city or county will bring them in, it's like a contract worker instead of you are a law enforcement officer for this county or this city? Well,
law enforcement officers are governed by T-Code. Security companies are governed by the Texas Department of Public Safety. So you would have to move what governs peace officers, Article 212 of the Texas Code, and I think the security officers are governed under the Occupational Code 17.01, something like that. So you would have to restructure the whole articles in order to get them to hire security officers as police officers, but the governor may have some type of authority that he can do so when it comes to governors of the state of Texas.
Not that they're talking about this here in the state of Texas at all right now, but we're seeing it in some other parts of the country. Would this be something that you would embrace, or you would have to investigate more, see what the laws and the rules would look like?
I think I would definitely encourage the laws. We get some laws changed, especially with the reserve officers. The reserve officers sometimes are treated just like security officers, you know, and we got to change that because we use them in the public doing things, but when it comes down to them doing side jobs, it's a whole different story. So there are laws that we have to work on to make the situation better for us. The security guards need arresting power because people don't respect the security guards when they work in their certain jobs. They working because they know they don't have no arresting power. And so once we get there and do the things, it makes the job a lot harder. But if they had some arresting power, we both can work together and make it'd be a lot safer for the community.
All right.